I'm Jordan Moncada.
And I'm Joshua Sackheim.
Welcome to Backyard Boston.
You might find it hard to believe that outside of the Emerson campus, there is, in fact, an entire real-life city. It exists. It's there, just for you. Now look, if I had the opportunity to spend every waking moment at the dining hall,
I would vomit.
I would not.
But it's important to experience all that Boston has to offer. So that's why today we found ourselves right in Harvard Square, home to Harvard University.
Obviously.
Some good eateries, some unique shops, including my personal favorite, the Curious George store.
Oh, okay. First off, no monkey should be that curious. That's not right. Second of all, you don't want to put your monkey on a leash? That's fine, man. That's your call, your life to live, but it escapes, it breaks into a museum, starts climbing all over the Brontosaurus. That's on you, man. That's on you.
Well, we have a lot of monkey issues to get to the bottom of, but while we're doing that, let's check in with Leslie Diana for today's On the Menu and Justin Chun for the sporty side of this academic borough.
I'm always ready to eat no matter the time of day, but all the restaurants in the city close so early. At least that's what I thought. Tonight we'll be telling you where to turn when those late night hunger cravings kick in. So let's go see what's on the menu. We're here at Charlie's Kitchen in Cambridge with Jimmy. We're going to ask him a few questions about who the real Charlie is, etc., etc. So let's answer that question first. Who is Charlie? We're all wondering.
Charlie is a real person. That's a question that I get. Is Charlie a real person? He is. He actually got the place going. The place has been open for like almost 60 years. He passed away a while ago, actually. I'm not sure the actual date.
Did you know Charlie?
I did not know.
You never met him?
I never did.
Do you ever feel like he's around you? Like right now?
Me personally, no, but
No.
up in the third floor office, some of the ladies who have to stock beer at night by themselves seem to think that they've met Charlie.
Okay, so moving on from death. What is the most popular food item here?
Whenever people come from out of town, I always recommend the double lobster rolls just because it's New England. That and the double cheeseburgers have been on the menu for like 60 years since the place opened.
Your menu boasts that you have Charlie's famous double cheeseburger. What is so great about it?
It's quick. It's still very inexpensive for, for all the college kids who are around who are kind of on a budget.
Yeah.
And
which we are.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's simple. They don't really go crazy with it. It's just meat, cheese, and vegetables. What a burger should be, really.
How would you describe the aesthetic here? Because it's very specific. It's very specific.
It is specific, and the only thing that's specific about it is that it's very diverse. I have to say that's what stays consistent about this place. Because I mean, upstairs, a lot of people will come in first glance, say like, oh, is it like a punk bar and stuff? And on Monday nights we have like a lot of punk bands play and other heavier sorts of music. We really get like a very wide array of people here from locals, college kids, obviously, tourists who are in the area, a lot of the more artistic sort of music scene.
Well, I can't wait to try the double cheeseburger. I'm gonna
Please
try and finish it. Do you think I can?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was surprised. I didn't think that you would have faith in me.
No, I do. I have the utmost faith in you.
Awesome.
I've had like 7 of them in a row, but that's me.
All right, I'm not gonna try and do that, okay?
No, don't. You don't
all
want
right,
to do that.
still gotta fit my jeans tomorrow.
Yeah.
But, all right, thank you so much, Jimmy.
You won't be
You're
able to
great.
fit in my jeans if you did that. That's all right.
I don't care who you are, pizza, burgers, even lobster rolls always hit the spot, especially when they satisfy that 1 a.m. craving. And where better to continue your food education than Harvard Square? For Backyard Boston, I'm Leslie Diana, and I'm gonna dig in.
Aloha kakahiaka, and a beautiful morning it is. I'm Justin Chun, and I'm here in Cambridge, home of Run Boston Tours, where we're about to get a very unique perspective of our city. Let's get going.
Hey guys, I'm here with Abby Perrine, Emerson alum and co-founder of Run Boston. Abby, how are you this beautiful Boston day?
Lovely. It's a wonderful day for running, nice and cool.
How long have you been going out on tours with Run Boston?
This is our third summer, so we've been doing it for 3 years.
Cool. How did you determine the route that you run on?
It varies. For private tours, we go anywhere people want to go, however far they want to go, however fast they want to go. So we run tours that are 2 miles in Cambridge and Charlestown. The group tours follow the same 4.5 mile route every other week, especially in the summer. And that goes down past the Garden where the Celtics play, into the North End, through the Financial District and Faneuil Hall, up through the Garden and the Common, over to the finish line, and back to the State House and the 54th Monument.
What was your inspiration for co-founding or founding Run Boston?
Well, my husband and I both run. We love to run. We love Boston. Neither of us is from here originally, but we've both been here over 10 years. So when we were running one day, we decided that wouldn't it be cool if you could see a new city, run however far you needed to run, but not have to worry about getting lost, and also get that tour element in there.
So you mentioned that most of the people running are locals. What do your tours attract more? History buffs, running enthusiasts, or history buff running enthusiasts?
History buff running enthusiasts.
Oh, definitely? Cool.
Yeah, and it's a lot of people that are serious runners, and it's a lot of people that have just started running. I mean, last week I gave someone a tour that had been running for 2 months.
So Run Boston is pretty much great for anybody and everybody.
Yeah, I think so.
So of your 4.5 mile Best of Boston tour, what is your personal favorite or defining moment?
And I really enjoy the marathon finish line.
And have you finished
I have.
it?
I've run it twice, and it's awesome. It's just so much fun, and it seems like on the group tours and the private tours, everybody wants their picture taken on the finish line. So we almost always do that, and yeah, you know.
And how often do you take group tours and private tours?
The group tours are twice a month, the first and third Saturday of every month. Private tours, it really varies. We could have 6 or 7 a week. We could have 1 a week, depending on the time of year and the weather.
So I'm here at the finish line of the Boston Marathon, and brother, do I feel like I just ran a marathon, 4.4 miles. I'm working my way up to 26. But really, a Run Boston tour is a great way to see some sites that you may never have seen before and get a workout all in one. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go try and return feeling to my legs. For Sporty Boston, I'm Justin Chun. See you on the streets.
He got a bit too curious.
Anyway, when we come back, we're going to show you where to find the awesome stand-up comedy scene right around the corner at Harvard Yard. Plus, we're going to show you where to find some great cheap deals at the Urban Outfitters basement. Ow, too tight.
Stay tuned.
Hurts.
Honored with the 2011 Associated Press Award for Best College News Station.
Ending at the State House.
And proud recipient of the awards for Best Newscast.
Of a Boston area bank robbery.
Best weather coverage.
Many icy patches will be possible.
Best sports program, sports feature, and investigative reporting.
And it doesn't end there.
Thank you for making EIV News Emerson's leading news team. On air,
Hello and welcome to EIV News Live at 9. I'm Jada.
online,
And the bill is currently going through some critical changes in the Senate.
and now in your pocket.
The worst flooding in the history of the state continues.
Delivering the news you want
Delahunt is done.
when you need it. In the morning, in the evening, and at night. Leading the way with important local coverage. Emerson's news leader is EIV News.
Welcome back. We're here at the beautiful Harvard Yard, home to the Coop, the Harvard crew team.
And T-Lux.
This is Boston, Josh. We throw our tea into the harbor here. Learn to drink Dunkin' like a real Bostonian. There's one right in the little building.
All right. Well, when you're done sipping your tea or chugging your coffee or whatever authentic Bostonian things you want to do, just make sure you leave some time for the Brattle Theater. It's nearby and it features a ton of great art house and independent cinema.
That's right, like Breathless, Orpheus, and Potemkin.
Or my personal favorites, Battleship, John Carter, and Jack and Jill, which is about the duality of man.
Isn't Adam Sandler in that movie?
Two sides of the same coin, Jordan.
Well, let's check in with our Commonwealth Culture correspondent, Megan Mitchell, and Anthony Chase for our daily Cambridge Deal.
Hey guys, Megan Mitchell here for Backyard Boston's Commonwealth Culture. Now today we are in Cambridge at one place that is sure to make you laugh your pants off. Improv Boston features a variety of comedic shows and is only a few stops away on the Red Line. So let's go see why this is one of the best ways to spend your night.
Improv Boston is a 30-year-old nonprofit comedy theater organization celebrating the art of comedy in general. We have shows in improv, sketch comedy, stand-up comedy, all different types of shows. We have everything from like a family show for kids and families to come and watch an improvised show to a naked stand-up show, which is exactly what it sounds like. So shows for all different ages, all different styles of comedy.
Sex with 100. You would think it'd be on the same channel, but it's not. What do I chat at? Animals. Son of a movie. I make animal noises.
How are you?
Any girls gonna be here besides you?
So, how's your music career going?
Oh, well, it never really caught on. Hey, don't be afraid. I'm not a mean girl.
Episode 29, Captain Crunch and the T-Rex. Our hero is saving the heroine in the volcano of the evil Mephistopheles.
No.
I'm a cast member and also an instructor, so I perform a few nights a week in a couple different shows, and I also teach in improv and sketch classes. We have a lot of different classes, so we have what we call the Improv Boston Comedy School. You can take in a class in a number of different tracks, so improv, sketch, and stand-up are the main three. We also have like electives, so for example, musical improv or kind of more specialized niches or areas like that. Okay, so not counting the show that I'm in, Shameless Self-Promotion, the main stage show, I'd highly recommend a show called Herald Night, which happens on every Thursday night. There's an 8 o'clock show and a 10 o'clock show.
Improv Boston has live comedy 5 nights a week. So whether it's improv, stand-up, or sketch, be sure to hit up this comedy joint for a good laugh and a great time. For Commonwealth Culture, I'm Megan Mitchell.
Well, you might be a 15-minute bargain bandit like myself, or maybe you're an all-day archaeologist sifting through piles of clothing to find those perfect treasures. No matter what it is you're looking for, today we're going to take you inside Urban Outfitters at Harvard Square to explore what we can find in the bargain basement. I'm here with Steven from Urban Outfitters. So Steve, people who are new to the Boston area, how many Urban Outfitters locations are there around the city?
There's 4 different locations. Right now we're in the one in Cambridge. There's one on Newbury Street, there's one in Quincy Market, and there's one in Alston.
So obviously this one would be your favorite, right?
This is my favorite, yeah.
I'm here with Jeannie at Urban Outfitters. Jeannie, what do you like most about the clothes here at Urban Outfitters compared to other stores?
I like them because there's like a wide variety of things. Whatever your style is, you can find something here.
So what makes the Urban in Harvard Square especially unique?
Especially unique, we have the bargain basement. And we get sale items in from all over the country, specifically for this basement.
I understand there's a college night specifically catered for students. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, definitely. College night happens a few times each year, and everything in the basement is already on sale. And there's an additional 30% off if you have a student ID, and there's an additional 10% off full price items.
Whether you're looking to stock up on new clothes for the fall semester at an affordable rate or change your appearance altogether, you should come to Urban Outfitters here in Harvard Square. Also, don't forget to get on their emailing list and keep a lookout for College Night coming up later this fall. I'm Anthony Chase with your Daily Deals.
Hey, Josh, I felt really bad about earlier, so I wanted to make it up to you with some coffee.
Jordan. Okay, full disclosure, I felt bad too. I didn't want us to end on a sour note, so I decided I'm going to treat you to a screening of my favorite art house film, Jack and Jill. Unfortunately, they actually aren't playing it at the Brattle anymore.
Oh man, that stinks.
So I decided to get us the DVD.
Oh my God, what a surprise. That's great. I'm gonna watch it later for sure.
Piece of art.
Yeah, it's something. Well, when we get back, we're gonna be showing you some of the latest Boston styles, as well as take you to some of the weirder parts of this great city.
On air,
Hello and welcome to EIB News Live at 9. I'm Jordan.
online,
And the bill is currently going through some critical changes in the Senate.
and now in your pocket.
The worst flooding in the history of the state continues.
Delivering the news you want
Delahunt is done.
when you need it. In the morning, in the evening, and at night. Leading the way with important local coverage. Emerson's news leader is EIB News.
Welcome to the banks of the Charles, which, contrary to popular belief, is not an actual bank. I repeat, it's not an actual FDIC-insured financial institution.
Josh, I don't think anyone thought that it was an actual bank because it's just the Charles River.
Tell that to the people who lost their fortunes when the bubble burst, Jordan. Tell them that. Anyway, there's a lot to do here that doesn't involve dumping bodies, although if that's your thing, I say go for it, man. No questions asked.
No, but seriously, there's a lot of really great things to do here. You could take a duck boat tour, you could go kayaking, you could even take a gondola ride with that special someone.
And they also just clean the river, so if you want to go for a dip, now's the time.
All right, well, while I supervise Josh taking a quick swim in the Charles River, let's check in with Brianna Baxter for the latest Boston style.
Hey everyone, I'm Brianna Baxter for Backyard Boston, and this is Boston Style. We've searched the streets of Cambridge in order to find some shopping that doesn't just include bugs. What we found are a few hidden gems that may surprise you. Our first stop is Monella, a shop in the center of this Ivy League neighborhood that says anything but bookworm. Let's head on in. So Monella is owned by a father-son duo, and they just recently went to Turkey, so they handpicked all of these scarves themselves and shipped them over from Turkey. So no one else, unless you go out of this country, is probably gonna have the same scarf as you. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you've heard about that award show called the Emmys, but you are gonna need a pretty snazzy dress for it, and Monella is the place to find it. They have amazing dresses, and I'm not sure what these designers are. It does say couture on it, so I'm pretty sure that means something fancy. Now, I've heard that these boots are the best-selling item, and I'm sure if you go to Emerson, you're gonna love them because they are, of course, the combat boot, which is just a classic boot that can go with anything. Monella is an awesome store. However, I do get a little tired of shopping in boutiques all day and need to shake things up a bit. Curious how you can do that in a neighborhood like Cambridge? Well, look no farther than the center of Harvard Square, home to the world's only store dedicated to Curious George. I have to take a peek inside. Let's go. I'm here with Adam Hirsch, the owner of the Curious George store. Now, Adam, can you tell me, why did you begin this store here in Harvard Square?
We thought there could be an opportunity if we did things a little differently and offered a balanced product mix between books, toys, and apparel.
Okay.
And we had an opportunity to brand the store in a certain way, the world's only Curious George store. The couple that created Curious George, they escaped Nazi Germany on self-made bicycles and ended up arriving here in the U.S. They lived the last 25 years of their lives here in Harvard Square. That's why the world's only Curious George store is here in Harvard Square.
Well, who knew Curious George had such strong roots in the middle of Harvard Square? That's really awesome. The Curious George store has certainly added more historical context to the neighborhood of Cambridge. So if you're interested in a more educational shopping experience, stop on by the world's only Curious George store right outside the Harvard T-Stop. For Backyard Boston, I'm Brie Baxter.
I'm Harrison Richland, and I love Boston. The people, the food, the overabundance of inebriates at sporting events. I love it all. But for some of you new Emersonians, a lot of these Bostonian trademarks may be a little too mainstream. So I'm going to show you a few places they won't tell you about in the guidebooks. Our first stop, the best college town around, Cambridge. Grab your ironic glasses, your tightest pair of skinny jeans, and that ridiculous bike you ride to save the ozone layer. Because it's time for Weird Boston. There's nothing physically strange about our first stop here today, as it's just a plain and simple bridge. No, the strangest lies in its nickname, Smoot's Bridge. Oliver R. Smoot was a Lambda Chi Alpha pledge from MIT who, in 1958, was used by his fraternity brothers as a unit of measurement to measure the length of the bridge. Now, I'm not saying that I've been trying to get the Richland created as a unit of measurement, but seriously, the Smoot? You know, it's just not fair, and for that reason, we are going to measure the length of this bridge in Richlands. Today, right now. No? What? Oh, we can't do that. Since 1994, the Museum of Bad Art has been dedicated to one mission: bringing the worst of art to the widest of audiences. Well, now it's time for Weird Boston to help out with that mission. Let's go check out the best of the worst. So, to be clear, this, not bad art. This, we'll let you have your own interpretation. Couldn't imagine having this above my mantle. Really, I couldn't. Here at Tufts University, nothing is more sacred than their beloved mascot, Jumbo the elephant. At one point in history, Jumbo was actually donated to Tufts by P.T. Barnum. Jumbo was on display in Barnum Hall, but on April 14, 1975, the building was set ablaze by a faulty refrigeration system. All that was left of Jumbo was his tail and the remainder of his ashes that were scooped into an old used peanut butter container. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see the ashes, but we did find this replica of Jumbo, but it's actually a wrong because it was bought from an amusement park and it represents an Asian elephant, but Jumbo was an African elephant. So read up on your facts, Tufts. Thanks for bearing through these last few minutes in order to get to a better segment. We appreciate your patience and realize it's a difficult thing to have when watching us. Anyway, for Weird Boston, I'm Harrison Richland saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Want to buy a toothbrush?
All right, so I think we did a pretty good job exploring Cambridge, but you have to come back here yourself because there is so much more to see. Josh, what did you learn today?
I learned that leashless monkeys are never, ever to be trifled with.
And
that Boston runs on Duncan, not tea.
That's right, and
that despite being recently cleaned up, the Charles River is still 40% pee.
Well, that's all the time that we have for today, but be sure to tune in tomorrow when we take a look at Back Bay.
It used to be a landfill.
Once again, I'm Jordan Moncada.
I'm Joshua Sackheim.
Thanks for watching Backyard Boston. I think we nailed it. Woo!
My name's Zach Schiffman.
It's Pete. Hi, I'm Miguel Angel Herrerias.
Here at the 81st Annual Academy Awards.
Here at the Oscars.
In sunny California, former host on GME.
And you are watching the Emerson Channel.
And you are watching the Emerson Channel.
And you're watching the Emerson Channel. You're watching, obviously, the Emerson Channel.
Yeah.
Turn us on.
Enjoy the show.
I'm turned on.
It's time for the Backyard Boston Wrap.
Aw, yeah.
We can't use that.